Hi there, and thanks for joining me today. This is Andre from Cloud Solutions. I've been working with Zoho for over 10 years now, and recently I've had questions regarding, can you help us as we have multiple copies of books, but we wish to use a single CRM. Now, there are many reasons why this is a good approach. One of them being books is really an accounting system. It's not a CRM in that sense. And of course, with a CRM, you get leads, etc. And many leads don't go very far or become a junk lead. So having books with many customer names or prospective names as leads really makes your books database quite messy, and I believe it should focus more on your accounting side, dealing with customers and vendors, and not so much on the marketing side. So having a single CRM and multiple books is really a good approach, and it's something that's not available with Zoho just now. It's a single books, a single CRM. So I've had a customer finally say to me, yeah, we're prepared to get on and get this done, because we're very keen to have this approach. We like books, we like CRM, but we really need you to come up with a way that we can distribute data from a centralized source. So we capture our leads, we capture and distribute our leads from a single source, a single web page, and then based on the country or possibly where the work will be performed, we wish to invoice from that particular books database. And this can lead to having multiple customers in multiple databases. By that I mean the same customer, giving it's an international customer, may well, for example, have an office in Singapore, have an office in Sydney, and also have an office in the US. So in that case we have a single customer, but because of tax and GST, VAT, other reasons, we may well have that customer distributed also in books in 3 different books. So there's multiple reasons and issues why we may end up having the setup as detailed below here. So as I said, this customer, what we've done is manage all our leads and manage our quotations, etc. from CRM, and only once a quotation is won do we distribute the data down to the appropriate books. Now, of course, the background to that would be that the products that are in the CRM must also be available as items in books, and we've worked to synchronize all of that information, so that works very well. So for this customer, what we've done is we do not send the quotation down to books, because like I said, it may well never be won, and we see very little point in sending a one quote down as an estimate. So what we do is we send a sales order. So we don't create the sales order in the CRM, we just win the quote or set the quote to 1, and then automatically it will create a sales order in the appropriate books. In addition, it will also create the customer. So in some cases we would obviously have repeat business, and in a number of cases this could be or will be a new customer. So we need to be able to work through a quotation, win it or win a deal, and if the customer does not exist in the target CRM, it will just automatically create that and then create the sales order. That works, and we have all of that functionality working. So this saves a lot of time and provides for a level of accuracy between data moving between the two systems. Also, we have a centralized process for POs in this situation. However, this could be POs are done locally and sent out from books and doesn't start or be sourced from the CRM. However, in this customer's case, their account managers are also responsible for issuing POs, so once again we do that centrally and it gets distributed to the correct vendor down in books. Product creation, of course, is also the foundation, and it's really quite important that products and items are managed and synchronized across all books. So where there is a need to have a particular product in one books only, that would still be centralized and would still be distributed across the range of books, and that would be then used appropriately for that country. GST, VAT, those type of taxes are also managed, and from the CRM it knows your target books, it knows the target tax rules in that country, and therefore we found all of that to work well as also. Now, one of the key things we have also integrated is a level of data movement between the two systems. So that means once for example, quotation is sent to books, it will send back to the CRM the SO reference or the sales order reference. So when you have that type of information, it's easy for us to then create dynamic links between systems. You just push a button and you can open up the sales order in books from the CRM, and once again from the books side you can push a button and open up directly that source data that was created in the CRM. So we don't really have to move so much around. When there's links, you can just click, and it's just like moving from one module to another module. So references and statuses can be returned to the CRM within the same process. Creating a vendor or a customer in books. So for example, if in country A or books A you want to use XYZ vendor to buy a router or something, and of course in a different place it would be possibly a different vendor, it is possible to create that vendor in that version of books, and it would send that data back to the CRM, so we continue to have a centralized vendor list, so to speak. The last part, which I haven't completed yet, is what we would call consolidated reporting. So once again, one of the challenges people have with multiple copies of books is the ability to create a consolidated profit and loss account, for example. So this is supported and possible using ZOHO Analytics. I have started to work on that, but it's fairly extensive and complex, so keep tuned, because I will get a time to finish that. I certainly have videos, we've created videos for training for the customer regarding how the books and CRM integrates. At this moment I don't want to share those online for obvious reasons, because of the customer's profile, but if you do approach me, I'm happy to discuss and share with you some of these ideas and how we can achieve this. And yeah, I'm pleased and the customer's pleased the way this is working. Thank you.